We're back on the $1 million challenge where I start off with $1 and work my way up to $1 million, trying to get 1% profit every single day. So last episode we left off at $3,675 on day 351. We're moving on to day 352. Before we hop into 5 days of playthrough today, I'm going to show the bonuses we got since the last episode. So we have 5 days of bonuses to go through, and let's go through them. Alright, so for our bonuses for today, our first one here was a promo on Fanatics. It was basically wager $20 on any team to win the NFL Super Bowl, and you get $10 in casino credits every playoff game they win. And then I guess you can win up to $200 casino credit if your selected team wins the championship. So what I did is I put $20 on the Rams. I actually don't have a screenshot of that bet. I put $20 on the Rams, so I think they actually won a playoff game already. I think they just won one. Either way, it's going to pay out like $10 if they get some playoff wins each time, so it'd be pretty sick. And if they win the Super Bowl, we get $200 in casino credits, so that'd be pretty sweet too. When I placed that bet, this is back from, I think, January 1st. They were like the highest odds, so I just put it $20 on them. So we have a futures bet, but there's a little promo on top of that too. I just wanted to talk about, so we probably will get some $10 casino bonus here and there. Hopefully. This next one's on FanDuel. It's a $5 deposit bonus if we put $50 in. So I moved $50 over into FanDuel and we got $5, and I put that on 1.01x and it cashes out. We get to keep that. Next up on Fanatics, we have a $50 deposit promotion where we get $15 in fan cash, which is like their credits for their website. But the way that converts is the fan cash only gets like half the casino credits, so I don't get like $15. I actually get less in casino credits. I would get $7.50 realistically, but I had a bunch of cash saved up in my fan cash, so I just converted all of it here. So it's $16.50 of casino credit to use, and I place $16 on a 1.01x on takeoff, and that cashes out, and then I take the $1.50 afterwards onto roulette and spin that on one spin. And again, that's the way that fan cash works, is it just pretty much accumulates every time you place bets. So anytime you place a sports bet, you get a couple like pennies or 10 cents in fan cash, and I've been saving that up. It's kind of like rakeback, kind of like the same thing, but on Fanatics. So I don't know, I just cashed out all of our fan cash we had saved up there. This next one is a very common promo I get on FanDuel. It's a $25 promotion where if I bet $25 on the sports book, I'll get $25 in casino credits paid out over a few days. And obviously we place a lot of sports bets, so I always opt into that when I get that offer. So it's just me opting into that. Here's the first bonus. It's $10 from that same promotion. So I put that on FlyX on a 1.01x, and that cashes out. And then we also got another bonus here from FanDuel, a deposit match, I guess a deposit bonus. Put $50 in, $5, and we put that on FlyX, and it cashes out. And then this is another $5 bonus from that sports betting bonus that I opted into. Same thing, 1.01x, cashes out barely, but we still got it. And then one last $5 casino bonus on FanDuel for that same promotion for the next day, and we cashed that out in 1.01x. All right, so coming back into the sheet, we have a pretty chill video today. I think it's gonna be a pretty easy, chill day. I'm hoping we have 5 days to go through, and I think 3 of them we won't even have to gamble. So we're looking at day 352 here. I will show my sports bets, I guess, before we actually hop into the sheet here. So here's our sports bets back from January 1st, 2026. We're finally in the new year, almost caught up on the sheet here. But yeah, so there's our sports bets. We got a decent amount of wins there. I think, actually, I wouldn't say all of them, but I think those were some futures too that cashed out, so it doesn't really affect the bankroll too much in the short term, because those were placed a while ago. But looking at our sheet here, let's go through it. Fanatics went down $20 since the previous day, and then FanDuel went down $9. DraftKings went up $1. PokerStars went up $1. BetOnline went up like $48, and then Fliff we lost $2, and Bitcoin went up like $7. And then our futures went up $20. So I think that's what, oh, that was the Fanatics $20 bonus bet for the Super Bowl. So really, like, that kind of stayed even, but I just added the $20 here. Either way, we went up a decent amount on the day, so we're at $3,719. So if we just pull down our website balance that we gamble with here and pull this section down here, you can see we went up 1.18% on the day. So we don't actually have to gamble at all today to recover any losses or anything. We already hit our 1% profit goal with sports betting. And then actually, before we move on to the next day, we'll see this 24.48%. That's just a formula that calculates how much we progressed over December. So really, we should be going up, I want to say 36% a month. It's 1% compounded 31 times. So this should be 36. Every month we want to go up 36%, but this is only 24%. So it's not on pace. That means we didn't have like a perfect month, but it's way better than like being negative or being a lot smaller. So 24.48% was our total bankroll gain in December. I mean, it's still a huge gain. I mean, you gotta look at that. We started off the month right here was the 1st of December. So we were almost at $3,000 there. And then we ended up at the end of the month here at $3,675. So we got $675 over the month of December. Pretty big, honestly, if you think about it, especially where we started. But moving on to day 353, let's walk through it. I should mention too, actually, that in day 352, we had $5 in casino bonus for that day. And then on day 353, we had $7.50 casino bonus. And here are our sports bets for the day that we placed on January 2nd, 2026. So we had some good wins there. We always use those profit boosts if we have a profit boost, get a little bit of a better value for our bets there. So I placed like the same bet twice, just use 2 different profit boosts. But yeah, pretty profitable day there. As always, I track volume bets. His link to his social medias in my Discord server. If you join there, you could get access to his stuff. It's all free. He just posts his bets. I tell him he's good at what he does. You know, if someone does something good, you just do what they do. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. That's the way I look at it. But yeah, we just tell his sports bets. But looking at day 353, the change in the bankroll looks like Fanatics went down about $11. No, it went up. Sorry. Yeah, it went up $9. And then FanDuel went up $20. And then everything else was pretty much flat. Bitcoin went up like $21 though, so that's pretty sick. And then if we drag our numbers down here just to see how the bankroll changed with our profits, especially with Bitcoin. Bitcoin went up a good bit. And then sports betting did pretty well. So you can see we profited another 1.35%. So we don't have to gamble for the day. So just in those 2 days there, we don't have to gamble because we did good on sports betting because we track volume bets. All right, chess, not checkers. Just play the smart game, play the long game. I don't know. Happy with that. We're gonna move on to day 354. Just giving you guys some updates on the days that already happened here. For this day here, we had $11.50 in casino bonus. Then we have our bets from January 3rd, 2026. A lot of bets for the day, so I'll leave them up there for a second for you to look at them just so it's proof I placed them. But yeah, we had a lot of bets, and then we'll go through how all the apps changed in value since the previous day. So looking at Fanatics, went up $1, and then FanDuel went up $13. DraftKings went down $8. PokerStars went up $2. BetOnline went up $9. Fliff went up $10, and then Bitcoin went up $2. So we did not get a 1% profit goal. We got most of it though. So our balance is sitting at $3,798. We needed $38 to get our 1% profit goal for the day. We already got like $30 of that, almost $29. So we still need to get $9. You can see $8.82 on the website gambling today to make sure we hit that 1% profit goal, and then we can move on to the next day. So hopefully this will be a quick day, easy day gambling. Try to get that $9, and let's hop into it. All right, so we have our 4% stop loss pulled out here. We have $152 to work with to get like $9. So hopefully this will be a quick, easy one. I'm gonna do the Dow and Bear strategy on here on Limbo, and I know it's a little bit. What's it? No, not 50. Let's do 2x. Let's do. Let's not run this too far because this tends to torch us. But we're gonna add a unit every time we lose, and then every time we win, we'll decrease the unit. So let's try to get this up to maybe like $4. Not push our luck too far on this game. $4 of profit we're shooting for here. We drop this back down to $1. There it is. So we got $4 right there. Let's go for one more dollar actually. Let's get this up to $5. And just hope we don't go on a disgusting lose streak here, or loss streak. We know it can happen. We know it can happen. All right. Okay, we just need one more win if we can get it. Nope. Go back to $5. Go down to $4. There it is. So we got $6 right there. Still need like $3. Let's hop into a different game. All right, coming into not live, playing originals blackjack. I'm gonna go for $3, and we're gonna try to flat bet this and try to get one win here, and then we should be good for the day. Might have to battle for it though. We typically tend to have to battle for it. I had to reset the live stats to it, reset when I switch games. Soft 17. What is that against the 6? It's a double, really? Here we go. This is where things will just start getting disgusting. Yep. Here we go. Here we go. Every time I do a double, typically doesn't work out. 7 ace against the 10 is a hit. Okay, 18. Haha. Okay. All right. All right. I see what we're doing here. Okay, we got a blackjack there. It's pretty sick. Let's go up to a $4.50 bet here. Try to carry those winnings over a little bit, and we lose it immediately. That's pretty sweet. Just what we're looking for. Oh my god. This is always toys with us, dude. I should know better. I should know better. All right, let's just let's keep this rolling. We only need to get $3 in profit, okay? We only need $3 in profit. That's what we're sitting at. Gotta hit that 16. And we get a 21. That's crazy. Usually it doesn't happen for us. So we'll definitely take that. Some good luck. 12 against a 4 is a stand. All right, just double checking that. Nice. Let's go down to a $3 bet. And a soft 18 against a 6 is a double. Let's do it. Come on. Oh my gosh. That's nasty, dude. All right. Another blackjack. We're back. Let's go back up to a $4.50 bet here. A little bit of a battle. Little bit of a battle. 21. I like it. I like it. All right, back to $3. If we get this, we should be chilling for the day here. 14 against the 10. That's a tough hand, and we bust. Just gonna keep flat betting this. I really don't want to double up, because then we're just gonna keep getting losses. I might double up. We'll see, but I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush. 15 against the 3. Always checking those, because every time I mess up a, what's it called? I'm gonna double this up. I'm gonna go up to $6. Every time I mess up a hand, everyone calls me out, so I make sure I check like every possible hand. Okay. All right, we doubled up, get the 21 against us, but we get a blackjack. All right, I respect that. I respect that big time. Just throw down $9. We'll stay with the $6 bet here. 10 against the 10, we get 19, and he busts. Okay, so we're back to break even. We need $3 from here. Can we get it? 12 against the 4 is a stand. He's got it. All right. 16 against a 5 is also a stand. Okay. Really working for this one, as always. As always. Come on, dude. I'm going to have the $6 here. Two ace against the two. Two ace against the two is a hit. 21. No way he pulls a 21. All right, we got our $3 on blackjack. Adding that to the, I think, $5, $6 we had on limbo. I think we had 6, so we should be $9 in profit. And yeah, we start with 152. So we got $9 in profit. A little bit of a battle to get $9, but I'm just happy we got it and we didn't bust. So we're gonna enter that in the sheet. Hit our 1% profit. We'll move on to the next day. All right, so day 354 was a win. We got $9 on the website gambling. So that brings us up to a 1% profit goal on the dot. So we moved pretty good in those past couple of days there. Moving on to day 355. We have our sports bets for the day. And we had 4 bets and they all hit. So we had a pretty good boost in sports betting. A lot of good profit there. Yeah, can't complain about that. That's a good day right there. No losses. And then looking at our movement in the different what's it called, different casino apps and websites we use. Let's look at the change. So in Bookmaker we went up $15, and then Fanatics we went up $1. FanDuel we went up, or we went down. Man, I have so much trouble with mental math. I don't know why. It's at $25. Went down $25 in FanDuel. And then DraftKings went up $8, $1 in PokerStars. And then Bitcoin went up like another $18. So pretty good day overall. And then futures went up $26. So I think that was the FanDuel one there. It dropped down like $25 and then it got it there. I think that's what happened. But yeah, we had $5 in bonuses for the day. So if we drag our website balance down here, then pull down our formula for our end balance, you'll see that we profited more than we needed to for the day. So we already got a 1% profit goal. We had 1.15% from sports betting, and then Bitcoin went up a lot too. So that really helped out. So we don't need to gamble today. Another easy day. We like that. We like that. So looking at day 356, overall we had $11 in bonuses for the day. From the beginning of the episode there, we had $11 for day 356. And then we only had one sports bet for the day, and it was $13 that we lost. So pretty light day with bets, but it was still a loss. So if we come back over to the sheet here, we can see that we lost $13 on Bookmaker there. And then we went up $5 in FanDuel, which is probably from that $11 in bonuses I was just talking about. $2 on DraftKings, $1 on PokerStars, $6 on BetOnline, and then Bitcoin went up another, what is that, $12? Yeah, $12. But even with all that, I'm still actually confused why we need to gamble. Looks like everything went up, right? I guess we didn't have enough. Yeah, we lost one sports bet, and we had a bunch of bonuses, but yeah, I guess it wasn't enough to move the bankroll. We got partial of it. So our bankroll is sitting at $3,865. So our 1% profit goal would be like $39 almost. So we only need to get $24 more to get our 1% profit goal. So yeah, we did make money on the day, but we just didn't get that 1% goal. So only get $24. So let's see if we can end the video off here and try to get 5 days of wins. That'd be pretty sick. So let's hop into it on the website and gamble for $24. All right, back into the website. We're in limbo. We have our 4% of our bankroll to use for the gambling today. We have 155 in the balance, and we're gonna reset the live stats, and we need to get $24. So I'm gonna try to get $4 on limbo real quick, doing the down bear strategy, which, dude, I just know this is gonna bust at some point. Even trying to go for like these little dollar wins here, but I mean, it honestly has been working decent for us. There's been times where it's got pretty scary, but for the most part, it tends to get us there. Like, we try to get a couple bucks on here and get out. Right now, as I'm talking about it, we're going on a nasty loss streak. We're up to a $6 bet, $7 bet, and then back to a 6. Wow, 393x. Could you imagine that? That'd be bananas. $5 bet, back to break even, and we started the chain off at $2 in profit, so we got to bring us down to $3. Back to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh boy. $9 bet. $10 bet. $9 bet. 10. Oh, 11. 10. 11. 10. Oh man, 11. 10. 9. 10. 11. 10. This is crazy. I may have jinxed it. Talking about how we don't go on crazy loss streaks. $8 bet. Could we come back a little bit here? No. $9 bet. $10. Oh, 11. Oh, that's not good. $12 bet. Okay, we need to lock in here a little bit. All right, back to a $12 bet. 11. Wagering a ton of money. I think I was talking about this in the last episode. How I guess our bet style is a little bit different too, but with our bigger bankroll, we're definitely wagering a lot more. I don't like seeing us wager that much money. It's like kind of, I think it's kind of gross, but I guess it's just part of the game with your bigger bankroll, especially with the strategy you're playing too. But yeah, seeing $421 wagered already is kind of crazy. And we're still stuck here. We just can't get a little momentum. We just need a little bit of momentum. That's it, just a little bit. $13 bet. $12 bet. 13. 14. 13. 12. Okay, 11. Nope. Just need a little bit of momentum. All right. $10 bet. 11. 10. I like that. $9 bet to come back. We come back to break even, and we started this chain off at $2, so we need $3 from here. All right, up to a $4 bet. $5 bet. Let's go to a $1 bet. Just do a couple of these. Of course, the $1 bet, we get 4 wins. Trying to get a couple losses, and then we'll. All right, let's go up to like a $5 bet here. And let's go down to 4. Let's do another $4 bet. Then we need $1 from here. $2 bet. Oh my gosh. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really? Come on now. 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. This is crazy, dude. When I'm on those low bets, I start cooking and then start raising them and just keep getting a bunch of losses. Hate to see it. All right, $7 bet. $6 bet. 7, 8, 9. This is bananas, man. Come on now. I've never worked this hard for $1 in my entire life, I don't think. $9 bet. 8, 9, 8, 9, 8, 7, 8. I'm getting yanked so hard right now, dude. This is unreal. $11 bet. $10 bet. Dude, this is so crazy. I'm sorry. Like, this is just wild. $10. So mind you too, right? You have a 50%, I guess it's 49.5%. There's 69 losses to 55 wins. That's a terrible ratio. Like, I guess that's why we're doing so bad. But you would think if it's like a 50-50, these numbers should be a lot closer. That's why we're struggling so much, because we're not getting that typical payout that you'd expect. All right, we got $5 in profit. We're gonna call it on that. We need like 20 more dollars. We're gonna get out of limbo after wagering almost $1,000 to get $5. Move into a different game. All right, coming over to mines. We're gonna start with a $2.50 bet with 5 mines and go for 3 clicks. We're gonna do the same strategy. I know it's a bigger bet size, but we're gonna try to get like maybe just like 2 wins to get out of here. If we can complete this chain twice here. All right, there's another 2x. Yeah, we're just gonna call it $10 right there. Let's get out of here before we hit a loss streak. All right, we're coming over to snakes. I don't really play this game at all, but I figured maybe we'll switch it up a little bit because maybe I have like some winnings waiting for us on here because I never played this game. So we're playing on low risk, and I'm just gonna try to get like a 2x. I don't know how likely that is. I guess you cash out after 5. Okay. Yeah, I don't play this that much, so yeah, right. Okay, let's do medium. I don't know if this is the move. I feel like this is probably not the move. Well, that's a 4x. Oh, I should have cashed out. I was not paying attention there. Yeah, I don't know if this is the move. I keep forgetting I'm on medium too, so I'm gonna get more losses. I'm not cashing out when I get a good multiplier. Let's go with the $2 bets here. There's a 4x. Let's cash that out. 2.5x. Cash that out. Okay. Let's roll one more time. Okay. We'll cash that out. Roll again. That's almost a 2x. We're gonna cash that out. All right, we still need $8 from here. I can see this just going on a ton of losses too. Here we go. All right, yeah. Let's go do a $4 bet. There's a 4x. That's crazy. Let's go back down to a $2 bet. We need like $2. Surely that's like an easy thing to do, right? We'll cash that out. And we lose that. We lose that one. Oh boy. Oh, a couple good losses there. Oh, we're getting torched now. Dude, every time we're like right there. We're like right there. So close. Cash that out. We're like so close to getting to the end of the day, and then we get kicked right back down. That's a good hit. Okay, we're gonna cash that out. And let's cash that out and go back to easy. Let's see if this is a good move. Oh my gosh, 1.01x, then we lose. Yeah, that's not the move. Let's go up to $8 here and cash that out. Back down to 4. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. We'll go up to $8. Oh, that's not good. On low risk too. Yeah. Now we're in the hole. All right, let's cash that out. Cash that out. There we go. We got $24.18. I don't really play snakes that much, but that was way more stressful than I thought it would be. But yeah, we wagered $1,000 today, and we got $24 in profit, so we'll take that. We hit our 1% profit goal. We'll enter that in the sheet, and we'll wrap up the video. All right, so day 356 was a win. We got our $24.18. We hit our 1% profit goal on the dot pretty much. We got like 5% at least on the video today, so that was pretty darn good of a day there, or a video. We went up 5.69%, and then let me see what our bonuses are looking like here. We had a total of $40 in bonuses, which is pretty nice, pretty darn nice there. And then finally, let's see what we went up on the video here. Overall, we went up $171 on the video. Pretty sick. A lot of that was from sports betting. Only $33 for some gambling today. So that's an ideal little streak on the bankroll, right? 5 days. You want to hit that Bitcoin increase in the market. You want to hit some sports bets, and then you don't have to gamble as much. That's like, if I could do this every single video, I'd be in the perfect position. That's the idea, man. Unfortunately, December was a pretty tough month, but hopefully things kind of turned around. We had to gamble a lot in December. Just a lot of these days here, we had to, risk our bankroll trying to get some profit. So these zeros here were basically just saying that we don't need to profit gambling. Like it's a wash day, or at least like we hit our 1% profit goal already. So the more zeros we see in this column is a good thing, right? It means there's less chance of hitting a red streak. Obviously we like to see a lot of wins, but yeah, we want to avoid those red numbers there. But if we come down to our graph, we'll check that out. Haven't checked our graph in a while. This is just making sure we're on track. So right now we're sitting right here on this purple line. So we're still above the tracker where we should be in the challenge. We are still moving up in the right direction. So I'm not going to complain. Very happy with that. Very happy with that. We're on a good trajectory here. As usual, I feel like we're always doing pretty good. And then here's our little stat sheet I keep track of our Bitcoin and stuff. We haven't added anything to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently dropping down again, and I haven't put any money into it recently, so I might add some more. But we had $2,400 in bonuses, and then here's our win-loss ratio gambling, which is pretty darn good. 2/3 of the days we're winning on gambling, so that's a pretty good ratio. I think ideally you want that to be like 75%, at least 75%. I think that's the math. I could be wrong on that. I did this before, and like what this number should be, I should probably make a note of that. But I think this should be like at least 75%. Maybe it should be 2/3. I don't remember exactly, but that's still a good ratio either way. Obviously, it's working out for us looking at this chart here. But yeah, so we're almost caught up. We still have a little bit of playthrough to get through. This will obviously move up once we have the website balance. But yeah, we're pretty much almost live again on the bankroll. And yeah, it's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a comment with any thoughts or suggestions. Subscribe if you haven't already. Join the Discord server if you're already in there. And don't gamble. I suggest you don't gamble. I never recommend you guys try this. It's just for fun, entertainment purposes of me just trying to get somewhere. But yeah, I mean, so far, almost coming up on a year too. I think we're 355, 356. So like 10 more days, and we've ran this challenge for a whole year. So that'll be pretty crazy to see how far we've came in 1 year, starting from $1. But yeah, we're sitting at $3,889, and we're $500 above the tracker. Really excited to hit $4,000. We're very close to hitting that. So that'll be a good milestone to hit. And then hopefully we can start an investment account soon after that, once we get like $4 grand in the bankroll. So yeah, take care of yourself and invest your money, save it, don't gamble. But until the next video, guys, yeah, have a good day, wherever time you're watching this. And I'm just rambling, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.